Okay, so let's continue with the fifth part of solving the question paper. So we are on question number 18, which is saying complete the table of values for y equals x squared minus 3x minus 1. So where x is negative 2, so we will do x squared, negative 2 squared, minus 3 times negative 2 minus 1. X squared will be 4, minus 3 times minus 2 will be positive 6, minus 1, 4 plus 6 is 10, 10 minus 1 is 9. Same way, when x is negative 1, negative 1 squared, minus 3 times negative 1, minus 1, minus 1 squared is 1, minus 3 times negative 1 is positive 3, minus 1 it's 4 minus 1, 3. When x is positive 1, it will be 1 squared minus 3 times 1 and minus 1, so 1 squared minus 3 minus 1. 1 squared is actually 1, so it will be minus 3, and the last one is 3 squared. 3 squared will be 9, minus 3 times 3 minus 1, so 9 minus 3 times 3 is 9 again, and minus 1, so it will give you negative 1. Okay, now second question is, they are saying on the grid draw y is equal to x squared minus 3x minus 1. We have to draw for all the values, so we'll just plot them. So first one is negative 2, 9, which is actually like negative 2, 9, something like this. So we'll go on negative 2, we'll go on 9, it's somewhere here. Next one is negative 1, 3, negative 1, 3 here. Then 0 to negative 1, 0 to negative 1 will go here. Then we have 1 to negative 3, 1 to negative 3 will be here, and 2 to negative 3, 2 to negative 3 will be here, and 3 to negative 1 will be here, and 4 to 3, 4 to 3. So now when you will join these points, your graph will look something like this. Don't use a ruler, use a free hand to join these dots. Your graph will look something like this. The question is over. Let's move to the next question. They are saying Becky has a biased six-sided dice. You know, biased dice is not a fair dice. So the table gives information about the probability that when the dice is thrown, it will land on each number. The probabilities are given, but we can see some values are not given. But we know when we add all the possible probabilities, they are equal to 1. So we will estimate find the value of x first. So 2x, then plus 0.18, plus 2x again, then plus 3x, then plus 0.26, and then x. Together they all will be equal to 1. So let's bring the like terms together. 2 plus 2 plus 3, 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 1, 8x plus 0.18 and 0.26 will be equal to 0.44 is equal to 1. So 8x is equal to 1 minus 0.44, which is actually equal to 0.56. So divide both sides by 8. So x is equal to 0.56 divide by 8, which will give you 0.07. So each x is 0.07. So this one is 2 times 0.07. This one is 2 times 0.07. Sorry. And this one is 3 times 0.07. This one is just 0.07. Okay, so let's figure out the answers. Now the question is, Becky is going to throw the dice 200 times. Work out the estimate for the number of times that the dice will land on an even number. So even numbers are 2, 4, and 6. First we should add their probabilities, which is 0.18 plus 0.21 plus 0.07, which is equal to 0.46. And then we times it, because it's happening 200 times, times it by 200. 92. So there are 92, estimate is 92 chances that it will land on an even number. So the diagram shows a solid cuboid made from wood. We have to find the mass. To find the mass, we have to multiply its density by its volume. To find the volume, we have to multiply length, width, and this is height, this is width, and this is length, width, and height together. So volume is length times width times height, which is equal to 480 centimeter cube. And now multiply the volume with the density, so which is 480 times 0.7, which will give us 336. That's the mass of the cuboid. That's the mass of the cuboid. Let's move on to the next question. Write 5.7 times 10 to the power 6 as an ordinary number. It's 10 to the power 6 and the power is positive. It means the decimal will move to the right side. So let's say it's here. It will move 6 times right. So 1 is done here. 6 more times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more times, sorry. So 5 because 1 is done here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The answer will be, the decimal is in the end. The answer will be 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Decimal in the end, we can ignore the decimal in the end. So the answer is 5700000. Right, 0.004 in standard form. The decimal should be after the first digit, so it's 4.0 or just 4. How many times we bring it from backward to forward? 3 times 10 to the power negative 3. So in standard form it's 4 times 10 to the power negative 3. You'll write this thing on your calculators and you'll get the answer, which will give you 50000 and 00. Or you can write it in standard form. It will be 5 times 10 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 to the power 6. Let's move on to the next question. On 1st January 2016, Lee bought a boat for $170,000. The value of the boat depreciates by 8% per year. It means the new value, or the new percentage, is 100. New percentage is 100% minus 8%, which is 92%. Multiplier for 92% will be 0.92, and so it is getting 8% less every year. So it's a compound. Depreciation will be like compound. So the formula is 170,000, because they're looking for the value on 1st January 2019 after 3 years. So it's 170,000 times 0.92 to the power of 3. Okay, so the answer will be 132,376.96, which will be rounded to $132,377. After 3 years, this will be the value of the boat. Now comes to the last question. I think this is the last question. Yeah. So we have to, the diagram shows a shape made from a right angle triangle and a semicircle. AC is the diameter. BA is equal to BC. Angle ABC is 90 degree. Work out the area of the shape. Give your answer to 1 decimal place. Let's do it. So first of all, we need to find how much is AC, because this is a right angle triangle. We will use Pythagoras theorem. These are the short legs and this is the hypotenuse. So to find the hypotenuse, we have to do hypotenuse square is equal to the square of both the legs. So hypotenuse is actually equal to the square root of 6 square plus 6 square, which will give you the hypotenuse is equal to 8.48, or you can also call it 8.5, rounded to 8.5. Now this is also the diameter. So we need the radius to find the area of the semicircle. Radius is half of the diameter. So 8.5 divided by 2 will give you 4.25. So the radius is 4.25. Now we know the formula to find the area of the circle. Formula to find the area of circle is pi r square. And because it's a semicircle, so it's half of pi r square. So we will do this, and the area of triangle, to find the area of triangle, is base times height divided by 2. We will find both these things together and add them. So first of all, as we know the radius is 4.25, we will do pi times 4.25 square divided by 2, and then we will do base. The triangle's base is 6, triangle's height is also 6, and divide by 2. This part will give us 28.37, and 6 times 6 is 36. 36 divided by 2 is 18. Together, when we will add it together, it's 46.37. So the area of the whole shape is 46.37 centimeter square. I hope this video is of help to you. Here we ended this question paper. In case if you want me to solve something else, let me know in the comments. Please to support, please share and subscribe, and have a nice day.